I'm standing in my living room, the late afternoon sun casting long shadows through the window. I've just brought home a TV from one of those online marketplaces. It was listed as free, no questions asked. It's not even plugged in yet, but the screen flickers to life on its own, displaying an image of this very room. My heart hammers against my ribs as I realize the view is real time, not a recording. Normalcy returns when I wake up the next morning. The TV is off, no trace of the strange footage. I brush it off as some glitch, a prank maybe. I head to work, the city bustling around me, oblivious to my mild unease. When I return home, evening has settled in, and so has the chill. My breath misting in the air, I notice the TV is back on, showing my empty house. This time, it's not just my living room. There are cameras in other rooms too, their feeds switching randomly. I ignore it, or try to. Days pass, and I fall into a rhythm of avoidance. The TV remains on all day, displaying my house, vacant yet watched. It's unsettling, but not terrifying. Until one night I hear footsteps upstairs while I'm in the kitchen. Heavy, slow, deliberate. They stop as abruptly as they started. I freeze, listening. Silence. Then, a faint creak from above. Not my floor, it can't be. My grip tightens around my mug as I climb the stairs, each step echoing like a gunshot. The house is dark, the only light spilling from the open kitchen door below. I reach the landing, eyes scanning the shadows. Nothing moves except my own reflection in the window. I turn back, relief washing over me. Then, I see it, a figure darting out of sight at the end of the hallway. Panic surges through me, but I push forward, driven by some primal instinct. The figure was small, child-sized. Not possible, I live alone. I reach the last door, heart pounding in my ears. It creaks open, revealing an empty room. No sign of anyone. But the window is cracked open, cold air streaming in. I rush to close it, fingers trembling. Back in bed, I can't sleep. My mind races with images of that figure, its quicksilver movements. The TV hums softly downstairs, its screen flickering with empty rooms. Then, suddenly, it turns off. The house plunges into darkness, silence deafening. I wait, breath held, for something to happen. Nothing does. The next morning, the TV is gone, no trace of it anywhere in the house. I search every room, every closet, my panic rising with each empty space. It's vanished without a clue, like it was never here at all. I sag against the wall, relieved yet confused. Maybe this ends now. Maybe it was just some weird glitch after all. But then I notice it, a faint, rhythmic tapping sound coming from outside. I move to the window, peering out through the glass. The street is quiet, but there, on my front lawn, are tiny footprints in the frost-covered grass. They lead straight up to my house, disappearing under the window I'd found open last night. The world tilts slightly as I look at those prints, realization dawning. They're not from any animal. They're too small, too regular, too human. A cold dread washes over me because I know now there's something in my house, and it's not leaving anytime soon. I wake in the morning chill, my body stiff from a night of restless sleep on the cold linoleum floor. The room is bare except for the few possessions I've collected since moving into this transient existence. A sudden warmth at my back catches me off guard. I turn to find it emanating from an old sofa that wasn't there yesterday. Its worn, velvety surface is soft under my touch, almost inviting. It feels warm. I spend the day exploring the city, the usual routines of life a welcome distraction from the peculiarity of my new furniture. The city pulses with its typical rhythm, the hum of distant traffic, the chatter of strangers on the streets, the clanking of trains in the subway below. Yet, as I sit on a park bench watching children play, there's an unsettling quietness, like a pause before a storm. Returning home, the room is unchanged except for one detail. The sofa now faces away from the wall, its backrest staring at me. I approach it cautiously, running my fingers along its cushions. They're still warm, as if someone just stood up. Or perhaps they've never cooled down at all, Days turn into weeks. The sofa remains a constant presence, its warmth growing more noticeable, almost comforting. It becomes my sanctuary, the one place in this cold, unfamiliar world where I feel understood. Yet there's an undercurrent of unease, like a half-remembered dream that slips away each time I grasp for it. One evening, as I sink into the sofa's embrace, I swear I hear a soft sigh behind me. I freeze, my heart pounding in my ears. The room is silent except for the distant drip of a leaky faucet. Then another sound, a faint, rhythmic tapping, like nails on wood. It comes from the wall behind the sofa. I wake up with a start, the dream of nails still fresh in my mind. The tapping continues, louder now, more insistent. It's not just one pair of nails, but many, a symphony of taps echoing through the wall. I press my ear against it, trying to pinpoint their source. They're coming from everywhere and nowhere at once. The tapping follows me everywhere, in the grocery store as I reach for a can on the shelf, in the library while I sit at a desk filled with books about empty houses and hauntings. It's always there, just beyond hearing, a persistent whisper in my mind. The city's rhythm has changed, its pulse now syncopated with the tapping, an unheard beat that only I can feel. One day, as I stand in the park watching children play, one of them turns to me and smiles. Her eyes are warm, her smile inviting. She points at the bench beside her. "Come sit," she mouths, but no sound comes out. Suddenly, all the children turn towards me, their smiles widening unnaturally. A chill runs down my spine. I look around for an escape, but the park has changed. The trees are bare, their branches reaching out like skeletal fingers. The grass is gone, replaced by a cold, hard ground that seems to pulse with the same rhythm as the tapping. I run home, slamming the door behind me. The room is dark, the only light coming from under the sofa. I approach it cautiously, my heart pounding in my ears. As I reach out to pull it away from the wall, a hand shoots out and grabs my wrist. I scream, but no sound comes out. The hand is warm, its grip strong. It pulls me towards the darkness under the sofa, into an abyss that seems to have no end. I struggle, I kick, I bite, but my body feels disconnected, my actions sluggish, futile. Then, everything goes black. When I come to, I'm sitting on a bench in the park. Children play around me, their laughter filling the air. A woman sits beside me, her eyes warm, her smile inviting. "Come home," she says, no sound coming out of her mouth. Her hand reaches out, grasping mine. It's warm, its grip strong. I look down at our entwined hands, then back up at her smiling face. The park is filled with warmth, the children's laughter a symphony of joy. I feel understood. As we walk towards the bench, I hear no tapping, only the soft rustling of leaves in the wind. Yet, as we sit down, the ground seems to pulse under me, its rhythm familiar, comforting. The woman smiles, her eyes filled with warmth. "We've been waiting for you," she mouths. No sound comes out, but I understand. The park fades away, replaced by a room filled with light. A sofa sits in the center, its backrest staring at me. It's warm, inviting. As I sit down, I hear no tapping, only the soft sigh of cushions adjusting to my weight. The room is filled with warmth, the sofa's embrace comforting. I sink into it, feeling understood, complete. The world outside fades away, its rhythm syncopated with mine. In this sanctuary, there's only peace, only warmth. Yet, as I close my eyes, a faint tapping echoes in the distance, growing louder, more insistent. It comes from everywhere and nowhere at once, its rhythm familiar, comforting. As it reaches a crescendo, everything goes black. And then, silence. I'm standing in my living room, staring at the wall where a new painting should hang. The hammer trembles in my hand, its cold metal a stark contrast to the warmth of my palm. I've been trying to place this art piece for days now, but each time I raise the nail, something feels off. Yesterday was normal enough. I woke to the alarm's harsh beep, rushed through breakfast with the radio humming in the background. The kids chattered about their day at school, and we all shuffled out the door together. Mundane, everyday life. But today, as I stand here alone, the silence is thick, suffocating. I've been waiting for the painter, a woman named Lisa from Facebook Marketplace. She was insistent on delivering it herself, despite my offers to pick it up. Her message wasn't clear, just a persistent "I'll bring it," with no explanation. I shrug it off, attributing her oddness to eccentricity. The doorbell rings, breaking the silence. I jump, the hammer clattering to the floor. My heart pounds as I walk towards the entrance, my steps echoing in the suddenly vast space. Lisa stands on the other side of the peephole, her form blurred by the frosted glass. She's small, her hair a wild halo around her head. I open the door, and she steps inside without invitation. Her eyes dart around the room, lingering on the staircase leading up to the bedrooms. "You have children?" she asks, her voice barely above a whisper. I nod, suddenly aware of how quiet the house is. The kids should be home by now, their laughter usually filling every corner. But today, nothing. Just this eerie silence that clings to me like a second skin. Lisa's hands tremble as she unwraps the painting. It's beautiful, a swirl of colors that seem to shift under my gaze. She places it on the wall where I'd planned to hang it earlier, her touch gentle yet hurried. Her eyes keep flicking towards the staircase, and I feel an inexplicable urge to follow her gaze. But then she's gone, leaving me alone with the painting. The house feels different now, colder. The silence is heavier, pressing down on my shoulders like a physical weight. I try to shake off the feeling, attributing it to Lisa's strange behavior and the fact that the kids aren't home yet. I call out for them, my voice echoing in the empty house. No response. I check their rooms, the playroom, even the backyard. Nothing. Just an overwhelming sense of absence, like a gaping hole where their laughter should be. As I stand in the kitchen, pouring myself a glass of water, I notice something odd. The magnets on the fridge are all turned around, the pictures facing the wall instead of outwards. It's a small thing, but it feels significant somehow, like someone has been here, going through our things when we weren't looking. I hear a soft noise upstairs, like footsteps or a creaking floorboard. My heart races as I climb the stairs, my steps slow and measured. The sound comes again, clearer this time. It's coming from the attic, a space we rarely use. The door is slightly ajar, just enough for me to see a sliver of darkness beyond. I push it open, revealing a scene that makes no sense. The kids are there, huddled together in the corner, but they're not playing or fighting as they usually would be. Instead, they're staring at something in front of them, their eyes wide with fear. I step inside, my breath hitching in my throat. The room is colder up here, the air heavy and damp. I look towards where they're staring, expecting to find a spider or a rat, but there's nothing except emptiness, a void that seems to swallow all light, all sound, all sense of reality. I blink, and suddenly, the kids are gone, vanished without a trace, leaving only the cold emptiness behind. I call out their names, my voice echoing in the empty attic, but they're nowhere to be found. It's as if they never existed at all. Panic sets in, sharp and biting. I rush downstairs, dialing 911 on my phone. But there's no dial tone, just static that fills my ears. I try again, my hands shaking, still nothing, just the endless buzz of static. I look around the house, my vision tunneling. The painting is still on the wall, its colors now seeming to bleed into each other, forming twisted shapes that make no sense. My eyes flicker towards the fridge, and I notice something else. The magnets are back in place, but there's a new one, a small metal figure of a child, its face blank. I reach out to touch it, my fingers hovering over the cold metal. And then, suddenly everything shifts. The house around me seems to warp and twist, the walls closing in until they're barely a breath away from my skin. The floor tilts beneath my feet, sending me crashing downwards into an abyss of darkness. And as I fall, I hear it again. That soft noise like footsteps or a creaking floorboard. But this time, it's coming from inside me, echoing through every cell of my being, a voice that isn't mine, whispering in the dark. "They're gone," it says, "and so are you."